The relationship between science and faith has long been a contentious issue, with some individuals perceiving scientists as blasphemers who seek to undermine the authority of God. This perception stems from the idea that science and religion are mutually exclusive, and that the pursuit of scientific knowledge is a direct challenge to the divine. However, this perspective is based on a fundamental misunderstanding of both science and faith. Scientists are often driven by a desire to understand the workings of the universe, and to uncover the underlying laws and principles that govern reality. This pursuit of knowledge is not motivated by a desire to blaspheme God, but rather by a sense of awe and wonder at the complexity and beauty of creation. By studying the natural world, scientists seek to gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of relationships that exist between different components of the universe, and to develop a more nuanced understanding of the mechanisms that govern the behavior of living organisms. One of the primary areas where science and faith appear to intersect is in the realm of origins. The theory of evolution, which suggests that all living organisms share a common ancestor and have developed over time through a process of natural selection, is often seen as being at odds with the biblical account of creation. However, this perceived conflict is based on a misunderstanding of the nature of scientific inquiry. The theory of evolution is not a statement about the existence or non-existence of God, but rather a description of the mechanisms that have shaped the diversity of life on Earth. Furthermore, many scientists are themselves people of faith, and see no contradiction between their scientific pursuits and their spiritual beliefs. In fact, the study of science can often deepen one's appreciation for the beauty and complexity of creation, and can lead to a greater sense of reverence and awe for the divine. The notion that scientists are somehow blaspheming God by pursuing scientific knowledge is a simplistic and misguided one, and fails to recognize the complexity and nuance of the relationship between science and faith. In addition, the idea that science is somehow opposed to God is based on a flawed understanding of the nature of divine revelation. Many religious traditions teach that God is a rational and orderly being who has created the universe according to a set of underlying principles and laws. The pursuit of scientific knowledge can be seen as a way of uncovering these principles and laws, and of gaining a deeper understanding of the divine plan. By studying the natural world, scientists are not seeking to undermine the authority of God, but rather to understand the workings of the universe in a more profound and nuanced way. It is also worth noting that the conflict between science and faith is often exaggerated and distorted by extremists on both sides. Some individuals use science as a way of attacking and ridiculing people of faith, while others use their religious beliefs as a way of dismissing and rejecting scientific evidence. However, this polarization is not representative of the vast majority of scientists and people of faith, who see no inherent conflict between their spiritual beliefs and their pursuit of knowledge. In conclusion, the notion that scientists blaspheme God with their supposed science is a misguided and simplistic one. The pursuit of scientific knowledge is not a challenge to the authority of God, but rather a way of deepening our understanding of the universe and our place within it. By studying the natural world, scientists are seeking to uncover the underlying principles and laws that govern reality, and to develop a more nuanced appreciation for the complexity and beauty of creation. This pursuit of knowledge is not opposed to faith, but rather complementary to it, and can lead to a greater sense of reverence and awe for the divine. Ultimately, the relationship between science and faith is one of mutual enrichment and respect, rather than conflict and opposition.